I am fully aware that the lighting isn't great, but when the lighting isn't great, instead of fixing it, we call it lo-fi. So I feel like every time I film in this room, I'm so puffy, and that is because I only film in this room if I'm up at obscene hours in the morning and the baby is still asleep, the toddler is still asleep, so it makes sense. But today I have a bunch of Starbucks, like, specialty coffees, flavored coffees, and I will be showing you those and tapping on those while I sip my own non-Starbucks coffee. This is my new tumbler that I got on Amazon that I'm in love with, and it's like the 24-ounce iron flask, so it fits a whole venti-ish size coffee, and it keeps it pretty cool because it's metal, so it keeps it cool for longer than my Starbucks tumblers did. And I have strawberries and cream coffee from Target. That is probably my favorite of the year. And coconut flavored creamer, like Coffee Mate coconut flavored creamer. So I'm actually like sitting on the floor in jeans. And if you're a woman, or even if you're a man that wears tighter jeans, you know it's not cool. It's not cool. Who invented jeans? I rarely wear jeans. These are actually pretty comfortable as far as jeans go, but still trying to sit on the floor when you're curvy is not pleasant. So if I do get time to film another video, I will be moving locations to my other room. But before I show you the coffees, we will do some light housekeeping. So if you're new here, welcome to my nonsense. If you're old here, welcome back. Oh geez. If you're new here, please consider hitting subscribe. If you're old here, double check to make sure you are subscribed. Hit the notification bell. Leave a comment. It can be just hello. It can be a few emojis. It can be anything related to the video. Anything that you comment helps the algorithm. It boosts the video. More people see it, so that helps the channel. And as always, if you can help monetarily, no expectations, but my tip jars will be linked in the comments, and anything that's tipped is greatly appreciated. Okay, so this first one is, so we got these, actually my fiance picked them up because he gets deals on like random Starbucks stuff somehow, and he's like, oh, we have an Nespresso, I'm gonna grab these, but these do not fit my Nespresso. Oh god, my dog is over there. He's old, he makes really disgusting noises. We just try to love him through it, okay? Join me in loving him through his disgusting noises. It's okay. It's like he's hacking up, it's like a cat hacking up hairballs. So this is, so we couldn't use them, so I'm going to take them to work, and I know one of the ladies there probably has the Nespresso. This is for the Nespresso original line, and I don't know what line I have, but I know that my pods are bigger for mine. So this is the Starbucks single origin coffee Sumatra. It really stinks because I want to try these. So this one has earthy and herbal notes. I'm actually surprised Starbucks doesn't do more flavored coffees. Like, all of these, they sound good, but they're not like strawberries and cream or, there's nothing heavy. Okay, like the lush Indonesian island of its origin, this spicy coffee stands alone. See, I want to try it. Spicy coffee. Come on. Full-bodied with a smooth mouthfeel, lingering flavors of dried herbs and fresh earth, and almost no acidity. Isn't that weird? You'd think spicy would equal acidity, but coffee from Sumatra is the foundation of our most treasured blends and something we've been honored to share with you for decades. And this is a dark roast. Each coffee requires a slightly different roast to reach its peak of aroma, acidity, body, and flavor. We classify our coffees in 3 roast profiles, which is the blonde, the medium, and the dark. So that is, if you've tried these, let me know. That is the Sumatra. Yes, my middle finger is a long stiletto, and the other ones are short stilettos. Don't ask. Okay. This is a popular one. This is the Starbucks Cafe Verona. Okay, I'm gonna have to flip this to read that. Ristretto. Starbucks Cafe Verona Ristretto. And this is dark cocoa and burnt sugar notes. Oh, it's like spun sugar. Spun sugar is a note that I actually, I like it in perfumes, but just a little, just a dabble. Do you? Baccarat Rouge has a little bit of a spun sugar. What else does? Something else that I just wore recently has a spun sugar or like a burnt sugar. Anyways, this has intensity 10. What was the other one? That one, intensity 10. Okay, they're intense. This coffee is one true love and 3 names. We created it for a Seattle restaurant in 1975 as Jake's Blend. People loved it so much we began scooping it into our stores as an 80-20 blend. After the recipe, the love was so strong we finally made it official, calling it Verona after the city that inspires so many. But what about Jake? Alright. Well, at least they gave Jake some credit on the box. So if you ever really want to be a pain in the ass and act like you know more, you can ask for Jake's Blend. There's a guy on TikTok that does like these skits where he acts like a Redditor going somewhere, and how a Redditor always has to be a know-it-all. It sucks. Like when you retain a lot of useless information, which a lot of neurodivergent people do, and you just can't shut up about something that you learned stuff about. So I see both sides, because sometimes it is like, okay, can I just get your thing, or can we just get through this? But it's also hard to resist talking about things that you've learned about. Okay. This is Starbucks Pike's Place Roast. Lungo Pike's Place Roast. Lungo. And this has notes of chocolate and toasted nut notes. You know what? I'm about to be an idiot and just get the right Nespresso for these because I want them so bad. Maybe there's one on like Facebook Marketplace for cheaper since it's the original. I don't know. He also gets deals on any of the Nespresso type, that brand products. So, but that wouldn't help because I'm not going to buy a new one. I would find a raggedy old used one and then use it for these and then gift it to like my son or something. Okay. From our first store in Seattle's Pike Place Market to our coffee houses around the world, customers requested a freshly brewed coffee they could enjoy throughout the day. Oh, does that mean you can just drink this as much as you want? Intensity 7. A smooth, well-rounded blend of Latin American coffees with subtly rich flavors of chocolate and toasted nuts. It's served fresh every day at a Starbucks store near you. And this is a medium roast. So, and I this is another one that I hear people order all the time. I usually get a latte at Starbucks. So maybe I'll just start not doing that and just trying their coffees. I don't know. Like, how do they pick what stuff to use in their lattes too, you know? Like, how do they pick which espresso would go with which latte? Okay, this is Starbucks Columbia Single Origin Coffee. And this one has toasted walnut and herbs notes. Intensity 7 again. We've always loved coffee from Colombia, and we're never reminded of that love more than when we're traveling to the coffee farms, driving treacherous dirt roads with a sheer mountain wall. No, thanks. I've done the Rockies. I've done some pretty treacherous Rockies trips, but probably nothing like this. Nothing but air for thousands of feet to the other. For us, the round body, juicy taste, and signature nutty finish of this 100% Colombian coffee are worth the journey every time. Medium roast. I would love to travel. Can we? Is there like travel? It's funny that we ask here in the United States if there's travel concerns because we're a freaking mess, you know. However, the problem is if things are a mess, it's better for things to be a mess in your home country for you because then you're not stuck somewhere else. So I don't even know. I was listening to an Australian TikToker say why you should not visit the United States, and I agree with all of that. Like it's not in a particularly well state for travel right now. Okay, so this is the Starbucks House Blend. I don't know what that word is. I frequent Starbucks more often than I'd like to admit because there is one right next door to like where I work at one of my locations, and I need to stop being such a neurodivergent creature of habit and just try some different things. But this has cocoa and toffee notes, so I'm sure I would like that. And this has intensity 8. It's deceptively simple, a blend of fine Latin American beans roasted to a glistening dark chestnut color, loaded with flavor balancing taste of nut and cocoa, just a touch of sweetness from the roast. This coffee is our beginning, the very first blend we ever created for you back in 1971, a true reflection of us and a delicious cup of coffee, period. You know what I still have not done? Did anything since my toddler's been born. It's sad, quite frankly. But my oldest daughter just went to the Starbucks in Chicago, like the big one, and she had a bunch of pictures, and I was like, oh, I want to go there. And she has her daughter, my granddaughter, her daughter is the same age as my toddler, so like I should be able to go. But she does, like, her husband's mom and dad are like home a lot, and they help out with like more than I can, but they so they get to do like date nights and stuff like that. And me and my fiance, we don't have anybody local that's just like, oh, go have fun. Like, we don't. So, and I just, like, for me to see my granddaughter, it's always 2 kids, so it's not like we can just go do stuff. It stinks. Don't have a grandkid and a kid at the same time. Like, literally the same time, a month apart. But it's also very cute because they play together and they're growing up together. And when they're about 4, 5, they will be really easy to take places together. Right now, absolutely not. Whatever I carry, whatever DNA I carry, every kid I've had and now grandkid are wild. Bonkers. It's scary to take them places. Like, it takes 2 adults pretty much to take one of them anywhere. And they're the kind of kids that would require leashes. And, you know, people frown upon that. But it's scary when your kid's running out and, like, you're, like, grabbing them by the, so that they don't run in a street, you know. Anyways, the last one is the Starbucks Espresso Roast. And this has molasses and caramelized sugar notes. Every espresso beverage we handcraft for you started right here. The quest began in 1975 with a search for the perfect melding of beans and roast, ending months of intense experimentation later with the coffee you're holding in your hand. A recipe for dark caramely sweetness, so right it's never been changed. And the intensity, whoa, it's 11. It's off the charts. Oh no, intensity goes up to 12. So it starts at 4 and goes up to 12. So I don't know if there's a 12. Obviously espresso is going to be more intense. So that is it for this batch of flavored Starbucks coffees. If any of these are your personal favorite, I want to hear. Or if you have a personal favorite that's in another brand that's accessible, I would also like to know, because, you know, it's one of my special interests. And I'm a coffee addict. Just make sure you're hydrating. 2 glasses of water before you start your coffee, and then just alternate all day. You want to stay hydrated, because that's the one problem. Well, there's a few problems, because some people can't have coffee at all because of the caffeine. So stay hydrated. Switch to a half calf. I'm telling you how to be an addict, okay? Stay hydrated. Alternate all day. Switch to half calf for the second half of the day. Pretty much. Those are my addict tips. Okay, if you're still there, thank you for watching to the end. That's another thing that helps my videos circulate and grow. But I hope you have a good rest of your day, rest of your evening, or a good night's sleep, and I will see y'all real